Hello and welcome to the channel. Boss babes, I appreciate the support, the feedback in the comment section. I am about to go to sleep, but before I do, I was scrolling through the community posts of two of our mommies in the mommy sector, and I just want to make some comments about it. First of all, we have Peaches McIntyre, okay, who has been on the YouTube streets for a minute. She has gotten so many supporters, and she took them for granted, in my opinion. So she has been talking really negatively toward black women. And in her latest community post, she references her TikTok suspension, or she was kicked off of TikTok, probably for indecent behavior. She's been known now to have shock value content and inappropriate comments or discussions of posts on YouTube as well and on TikTok, I'm sure. I did not follow her on TikTok much because we get overloaded. When you get overloaded with content from one person and it's repeated foolishness, then you kind of tap out. So, with that being said, I think a lot of people have tapped out of her content anyway because they want the old Peach. And I think Peach lost herself with the money that she was making, and I don't know if she's still making that amount of money, but there are some signs that I'm seeing with her husband's behavior that's telling me that something is changing. So, she got her a content house or an apartment, and I thought that was kind of a bad idea, but I don't know. At the time, I was just thinking, why not just buy a house? Is the credit that bad that you won't get approved for a loan for a house? And while you're doing social media, why not work on yourself? And I do believe that she has even offered credit repair classes. So I'm thinking, if your credit is not messed up, why by now haven't you bought a house? So I'm kind of confused on that. I don't know if she's keeping this a secret or not. Maybe she's in the process or planning on buying a house and not letting us know. But in the meantime, it seems like she's really just trying to put this man on a pedestal, continue to put him on a pedestal. So I've just been watching things and I don't know. I just feel like she is really struggling in a way. Like she's struggling to put out content, and it's like all over the place. I mean, her prices are even varied. She got prices for classes that's up to $300. She had one that's as low as $30 or whatever. I can't remember the price, but it was pretty cheap. So she's got all these things in a basket, and she is also trying to handle her husband's temperament. She's throwing him on the camera when he don't want to be. So she went on her community post, guys, and referenced, she mentioned, y'all peanut butter and jealous of me was the statement that really stood out to me in her community post. And she has recently, not too long ago, referenced how black women were hating on her. They were jealous and how we don't stick together and whatever. So I want to say, Peach, it's not, the same people who you are attacking are the main people who is the reason why you are as successful as you have been. Unless you can prove otherwise. So unless you can prove to us that your audience is majority non-black, non-African American support, then I'm going to go with that. The majority of the people who support you have been black women, probably single, probably young mothers or whatever who want to do content on YouTube that have been supporting you, part of the food stamp community that you were appealing to. Those are the people who are supporting you. So when you call them poor, you call them haters and jealous, do you think they're going to still watch you? Another thing, sorry guys, I'm back. Another thing that I find really kind of that stuck out to me is how she made this song. It's a rap song or whatever kind of song about her husband's sexual activity and her in bed, what he does to her. I think that her advertising that online is tacky as usual. I wish she wasn't so tacky. I wish she was more professional. That way you can guarantee your longevity. You know, all these big YouTubers, I'm talking about the big ones with the millions of subscribers. I don't remember Ratchet ever being part of their content. If it has, and they've got plenty of negative feedback, they would change their content. So you have to know how to work social media, and I know how to work social media. I have built platforms, really huge platforms for myself off of Facebook. But yes, there are challenges with YouTube because it's video, it's something different, it's a challenge. And for example, I'm using me as an example. That's why I'm sticking with it, because I just want to see how well I can do. And guys, I do appreciate the support. I mean, I appreciate all the nice comments I'm getting. And even if I get a negative comment, I will just address it in my podcast. It's not a big deal. I don't go to bed at night pondering it. But I will do better, you know. Each time that I keep at it, I know I can do better. And my content is not to bash. It's just to outline what's really the truth out here on YouTube, okay? And what I'm seeing as a subscriber or a person who watches videos on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to go back now to Kay Slays. I think this is going to be the last time I reference her for a while, because I do want to do my other content. I want to discuss Ileana. I want to help her, give her some advice from old auntie, okay? So I call myself old auntie because I'm someone who have been through a lot. I've lived the 30s and 20s and 30s with a man. I was married before. I've been a widow. Now, not everyone's going to be a widow in their lifetime. I hope not. But I have experienced a lot of things associated with things that are troubling. I mean, I've dealt with financial strain. I've dealt with depression and anxiety. I've even handled domestic violence. And eventually, when the time comes in my content, I will unveil myself in that way. But we'll keep it also budget related, which is why I like doing my content. So I'll take you guys shopping with me. So anyway, let's get back to Kay Slays. Let's go back to her community post now. She had so much to say. Clap back at people who are responding to her video, commenting, things that people are seeing related to her children. Her kids are being in diapers. Her kids are eating off the floor. Her refrigerator's dirty. Those types of things, they are triggering her. Of course, they're going to trigger people. It's something people will want to respond to. Especially if you have your comments closed. I don't know if you have her comments open yet, still or not. But sometimes you have certain creators who do content that may not be appealing or satisfactory, and they have the nerve to have the comments closed. Well, I don't know if YouTube is initiating it or they initiate it. However, people have a right, and that's why we have reactors. We have our own platform to comment. And so Kay Slays it TV. Dear, you're just going to have to realize that you're on a public platform. I mean, people have to really understand social media. If you whatever you put out can be under scrutiny, okay? So you're right that she said, I'm just going to read a sentence or two from her community post from a few hours ago. Y'all wasting y'all time writing them long ass paragraphs. I collabed with the ladies and y'all went crazy. Okay. First of all, no one went crazy. We were, and I wouldn't even say excited. We were kind of puzzled. Okay? At least I was, about who this person was. Because I immediately, when I saw the headline of the intro, girl, the way you was looking and the way you was flopping around like you was a fish out of water, whirling your hands around. And you know, it's no shade, but when I saw that, I'm like, this is gonna be interesting. That's the first thing I thought. So you might have gotten views and new subbies based on just your intro. And then when people started looking at your content, then they started seeing some deficits, okay? And that's what happens in social media. Listen, don't get mad at the people who just are reacting. Even regular people, subscribers who aren't reactors, who have YouTube channels, if they're parents or young parents of young babies and they see your baby on the floor, eating off the floor or whatever, people has opinions, okay? So would you just stop the whining, okay, and be a grown up? I mean, you're so butthurt to say that. I find it really funny that people like this are having all these subscribers, that they think that they can just say anything to the subscribers and don't really care what their subscribers really want to see. Well, how are you ever going to grow your channel to be how you want it? And how are you going to have the respect or get the brand deals that you want, and you're not doing the things that you need to do if you're really taking yourself seriously, okay? So we are here to kind of help y'all level up in a way. If y'all don't want to do it, don't do it. But let me tell y'all something. Both of y'all, I find very common that y'all like to throw ping around, okay? Y'all like to brag about the ping y'all getting, the men that y'all got, how we need to get some ping. People don't need to get ping, okay? All people need to do is make themselves happy, if that requires ping or not. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Y'all moving around like there's no cleanup women on YouTube. Believe me, there are cleanup women all over, okay? And the more you brag and boast, the more these women are listening, okay? So, we just had Liv and Zolo and Miss Donna happen. So, Miss Donna was a subscriber to Liv, who eventually got with Zolo, okay? So, let me use that example, okay? Cleanup women are around. So if you don't watch it, okay, don't make the cleanup woman come out on you, okay, and show you different. Since y'all want to be bragging and doing all the most on YouTube regarding y'all ping, okay, make sure you being wise from an older woman. Don't advertise your ping if you don't want nobody trying to test your ping, okay? So, y'all can keep posting on y'all community posts and venting, but it's not going to change anything, okay? Just letting y'all know. Okay, this is the old auntie reaction. It's real impromptu. I was just listening to music. I turned that off. Now I'm ready to go to bed. That I was burning my candle. I may do a shopping haul soon and post it. I want to buy a nice purse from Marshall's. So I may be doing that and uploading it next week. So stay tuned. I appreciate the like, comment, and if you subscribe, I will make sure I kick out more content for you to listen to, okay? Have a good night.